terrorist sympathizers. Over 90% of northern politicians are friends, have relationship with terrorists. Many northern politicians sponsor terrorism. That is why a governor will sponsor bandit leaders, terrorist leaders to Hajj, to Mecca, a governor to Saudi Arabia. Also, a northern governor will release 70 condemned terrorists into the communities, northern communities.
Ọmọ Yorùbá, àṣírí wọn ti tú. Àṣírí ohun tó fà á tí wọ́n fi repentant àwọn bandit tí wọ́n ti pa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn sínú army ó sì tú títa. Ọmọ Yorùbá, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ súnmọ́ bíbá yìí kẹ́ ẹ wá gbọ́ àṣírí náà lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Kẹ́ ẹ wá gbọ́ àṣírí yẹn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Kódà wọ́n líìkì Atiku mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Atiku wọ́n líìkì ẹ̀ mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn torí wọ́n sọ wípé ọ̀rẹ́ bandit lòun náà. Ọmọ Yorùbá, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ súnmọ́ bíbá iṣẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ wá gbọ́ àṣírí náà. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Ẹ sì mọ́ gbàgbé láti bá mi pín ètò yìí kó lọ dáadáa. Àníṣe gbogbo àṣírí wọn tí bá ń tú síta òun làwọn mọ̀ mú wá fún yín lẹ́mọ̀ fetí ara yín gbọ́. Àwọn Fúlàní àníṣe wọn ò ní wá elephant mọ́ Nàìjíríà. Àjẹ́dà burúkú tí wọ́n nìyẹn àsìkò tiwa ni wọ́n fi lélẹ̀. Àbà àjẹ́dà ẹ̀ á bàjẹ́ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tó mọ gbọ́ lọ.
Nigerians were shouting, why would you release a northern governor on his own is a terrorist? Over 90% of northern politicians are terrorist sympathizers. Over 90% of northern politicians are friends, have relationship with terrorists. Many northern politicians sponsor terrorism. That is why a governor will sponsor bandit leaders, terrorist leaders to Hajj, to Mecca, a governor to Saudi Arabia. Also, a northern governor will release 70 condemned terrorists into the communities, northern communities. Nigerians were shouting, why would you release a northern governor on his own wanted to release 70 condemned terrorists that have killed and killed and killed, destabilized. Now, the Southwest have now realized that the North does not want insecurity to end. The Southwest have realized, every other person also the Southwest, because the political battle now is between the Southwest and the North, and it is going to be bloody. You see, my prayer is that the Fulani and the Yoruba politicians, they will fight, they will fight tooth and nail, they will fight deadly. Their fight will lead to restructuring. The Tinubu political class and the core North Muslims, let them fight. You see, one thing about 2007 is that anybody that wins 2007 will be in charge of Nigeria political throne. If Tinubu wins 2007, my brother, Tinubu will be cabal. The North know this. That's why they are doing everything they can to make sure they stop him. They are doing everything they can. Now, the Southwest is using leverage against the North. The Southwest has political power, and anybody that has political power has an edge. You see, Tinubu use political power, make sure that almost all the governors in northern Nigeria join the APC. Look at the North today. Both the core North that are shouting, Tinubu wanted president, Tinubu must go. All their governors are APC. Only one person, I think, is Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed. That one is contemplating to join ADC or APC, and I know the way things are going, the guy will join APC. So the APC, Southwest Yoruba politicians have an edge over the local politicians, and if they pain them, if they pain Fulani, if they pain this Sultan of Sokoto, the Caliphate, the political headquarters of northern Nigeria, that Tinubu has a political edge over them. And what is he not using to fight Tinubu? They are using terrorism. I told you that these northerners, these northern politicians, they use terrorism as a negotiating point for political power. If you notice, these politicians, both learned and unlearned, don't want terrorism to end because it is what they use as a leverage to negotiate for political power. That is why I've said that we in southern Nigeria overlook all these the Yoruba Igbo. See, when the Fulani take over from power, they don't send you. They don't send it. They just want to dominate the two of you. They don't care. Anybody that will become a servant to them, you will accept. When the Igbos were a servant to the Fulani, they accepted them. The Yorubas also accepted to join them, come to let's form alliance. Even with that alliance, the Fulanis, the political class of the Fulanis, were claiming that we are above you, we senior you, we get this. We are telling Tinubu he brought 12 million votes. What did Tinubu bring? The alliance produced Buhari as president. Buhari became president. He used his own politics, bring his brother together. They go from Kabal for Abuja, call sideline Tinubu, push Tinubu back. The Southwest played a smart political move, outsmarted the North. They know what the North needed. Give the North what they need. They will be like move for you. They see Mumu ticket. Every time I see Mumu ticket, he had a shake, he had a big. The other day he came and said he is apologizing for support Tinubu. He never know that Tinubu is like this. But when he saw Muslim ticket that aligns with their Islamic jihadist agenda, he was running let us support this man. Hey, this is a Muslim ticket. We can use this one to push our agenda. We can use this one to control Nigeria. He never knew that the Yoruba politicians were playing a smart political move against them. Tinubu told them that, see Buhari, I'm stepping in his shoes. When you stop, I will continue. And that's what Tinubu is doing. Why is he not complaining? Now, APC is linking Atiku to terrorist sponsors. You know, give the dog a bad name so that you can hang it. The weapons they are using, you see, we have the Southwest, we have the North. Let me tell you the weapons they are using. The North is using sentiment, religious sentiment, tribal sentiment to fight Tinubu. Now, an average Northerner will tell you that Tinubu is an enemy of the North. What did they tell an average Northerner? That Tinubu is sidelining all us in Northern Nigeria. He's carrying out the money they put out for their own people, Yoruba people. Tinubu carry Yoruba people full power. They sack our own people. Tinubu carry Asírì go body. That's what they are feeding them. Those are tribal sentiment. That is a tool people use for politics. As a politician, know the tools you can use. APC use propaganda and threats. Osinbajo was threatening to form a parallel government. From 2014 till now, as a political science student or somebody interested in politics, you should be able to understand Nigerian politics. Like, from what people have done and what they are doing now, you should be able to understand how Nigerian politicians move. So the North is using sentiment. The other time, a religious leader told all mosques in Nigeria should preach against Tinubu. Tinubu is against the North. Tinubu is not doing well in Nigeria. They are not concerned about Nigeria. They are using tribal sentiment to fight Tinubu. While Tinubu is using leverage, political power to fight them. The more reason why you see most political structure in the North is in the APC. The only thing that will change the political structure, the political dynamics, is the case at the Supreme Court that the APC has. The Mark and Matthew Bala. On the 14th of April, the case will be presented at the Supreme Court. The judgment of the Supreme Court will determine whether there will be a political realignment, political change, political tsunami. Because the ADC as their political platform, forget the Igbos that are there, forget the Yoruba that are there. They are using them, okay, normal. When they say one North. The North see ADC as their political platform. And it is having small problems. If the Supreme Court gives judgment in favor of the Mark, you will see a lot of decamping from the North. A lot of decamping in the next 5 months. But the problem that ADC will have is their primaries. Who they choose will determine whether APC will challenge Tinubu or not. Even with all what the ADC is doing and the North is doing, They cannot stop President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You people don't know how prepared this man is. He's just watching. If the Supreme Court gives judgment in favor of the mark, and we see a lot of the campaign, left, right, center, the campaign, I will not tell you what the APC and Tinubu have in stock. You see, what I've said is that anything that is not Southern presidency, anything that is not restructuring, we are fighting against it. If Tinubu today does not restructure Nigeria, I will be number one Tinubu attacker. And I know how to attack Tinubu because Tinubu has a lot of baggages. You guys to attack him. But now, so far he is the best person for restructuring. We are supporting him for restructuring. I don't care what the APC does. I don't care what the North is doing. I just know I've seen their hypocrisy. All these politics they are playing, it is not me they will deceive. It is for them to snatch back political power. Anybody that wins the 2027 presidential election is going to destroy each other. We have the Southwest political class, APC, Tinubu, his boys. We have the North, the core North, the Muslim North. If APC wins next election, they are going to destroy the political. See, the way Tinubu do for a first term as well. Waiting the way he will deal with the Fulani when he win the election. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. Neither has it come into the mind of man what Tinubu has prepared. You know, all these political fights, you know, they go for news or page of newspaper. You go check newspaper, you don't see anything. Now you go use your, they call it political science, science of politics. It is the analysis they come. The fight they there. You cannot see the fight, but it did there. What did Elifai say? He said Tinubu is pushing the Muslim North far away from power. Would you see it in any newspaper? I mean, the writer of Abubakar. Tinubu building collapsing structures in southern Nigeria, building new political structures. You can see about paper. You know what I'm about? So the battle is on. Tinubu has leverage. The North is using sentiment. Then Tinubu don't like us. You see, those people in APC, they are finding it difficult to campaign in the North. Because recently we had a report. Those that are running under the platform of the APC, they are telling their supporters, if you are printing our name, don't put Tinubu picture there. If you put Tinubu picture, no problem. If you are printing our name, just carry our picture. Come on, Tinubu picture in APC. Because Northerners, they have been fed with a lot of propaganda. Another thing you use to fight in politics is propaganda. Propaganda is a powerful tool that you can use in politics, and the two of them are using it. In fact, it is the ADC that has a better opportunity of using propaganda, but they are not using it. They are not using it very well. If you sabi use propaganda, you will finish the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But the ADC does not know how to use propaganda. It is their primaries that will make or mar the ADC. It is the person they choose. If they choose Atiku as presidential candidate, forget it. Atiku and Titu, forget it. Forget it. If they choose Atiku Papaso and the North wholeheartedly support Obi the way they would have supported Atiku, then I can say there is the ADC can really pull up a surprise in 2007. I'm telling you, the ADC can pull up a surprise because North is on lockdown. If the Supreme Court do judgment in favor of the map, you will see the campaign. You will see the campaign about the campaign. The North will be charged. I don't know what Tinubu has done to Northern Nigeria that Buhari has not done to the Southeast or any other person. See, the North always want to prove to you that now we get political power, now we get the members, now we get this and that. You see, you will learn politics. The North will learn politics. Now, let's come back to APC linking Atiku to terrorist sponsors. Now, the caliber of people that have dominated ADC are largely terrorist sympathizers. Most northern governors in the APC are fully with the Fulani controlled opposition party ADC. Look at the structure of the ADC. You see that it is a northern political party. There's nothing you want to tell me about. There's nothing you want to tell me. There's nothing. Even though tomorrow they bring out a P2B as their candidate, it is still controlled by the North. The North will do anything they can do somebody in northern Nigeria, a Hausa person say, we cannot vote P2B in the north because he was preaching religious sentiment, blah blah blah. Another northerner, a Fulani, mind you, a Hausa put out a post that we in the north, we cannot vote P2B because he's a religious bigot. He told the church, fight for your country. He was inciting the church against the Muslims. Propaganda. Then a Fulani person came and replied to that comment. And he said, even though it is Nnamdi Kanu they bring out, we in Northern Nigeria will vote and support for Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody can deceive us with Tinubu, Muslim ticket or APC. Anybody that is bringing Tinubu to the north should come and explain to us what Tinubu has done, like to warrant our votes. Channel 7, I think is getting very, very interesting. If APC will get it right and bring out a Southern presidential candidate, then if they continue the Atiku election, you know, people that will not come out to vote from the southeast, and APC will consolidate on you are not coming out to vote. Okay? Now, an average northern politician is a Islamic jihadist and potential terrorist sympathizer. I've said it before. An average. Atiku spoke on Deborah. That blasphemy issue where they killed Deborah. People came out in broad daylight, killed Deborah, camera carried them, police they look them. They employ how many sons? Over 40 or 50 sons to defend people that carry out an extrajudicial killing on an innocent person. Now Atiku, out of what he believes in, came out and defended Deborah. His people threatened him. Your political future now we get up. If you not delete this post, we will disown you. Atiku quick delete that post. So it's like the same Atiku. When you want to say if he enter power, he's not going to do the bidding of his people. Hello? You won't deceive anybody for here. You won't lie anybody for here. Say that the same Atiku when you say if he enter power, he's not going to do the bidding of his people. Someone that could not stand on what he believes in. He could not speak up against his people. Kind of blasphemy. They are potential terrorist sympathizers and Islamic jihadists. I've said it, I said it, and I say it. Now, when they wanted to remove Jonathan, they activated their terrorist base. When the North wanted to remove Jonathan, what did they do? You threaten me now. They brought in terrorists, filled everywhere, ready to spill blood. Jonathan got the intelligence. That's why he said the blood of in Nigeria is not worth my ambition. Spill blood. That is their way of negotiating for power. Terrorism, hostility, killings. That's how the North. There's nothing. If you take away these things from them, they become useless. Like I said, if you take away Sharia from the constitution, if you ban Sharia in Nigeria, northern politicians will become useless. If you ban Ahmadiyya in the law of Nigeria, they become useless because they have nothing to offer other than extremism. Therefore, an average northern politician is an Islamic jihadist and a potential terrorist sympathizer. So when they wanted to remove Jonathan, they brought in their terrorism tool, activated their terrorist base, their terrorist army. In case Jonathan declares himself winner, let's scatter the country. That is the North. They carry power now, give the same people now. They could not finish the country with terrorism. So when the North does not like you, when the North does not like you, they use terrorists to come after you. Terrorists. Look at their body language. Most of these local politicians, look at them, just look at them. Their body language suggests that they want terrorism to move on because it helps them stay in power. Now, the person that APC is linking to, the APC linked to is Tukor Mamu, an ally of Shegumi. I asked one question. The APC are releasing name of terrorist sponsors. I saw Samanepa, I saw IPOB, Igbo names, no Yoruba name. I didn't see Shegumi. I asked that question. Everybody's playing politics. No one. So they saw Atiku, a picture of Atiku with Shegumi, sharing pleasantries. And this Shegumi according to the report I read, has confessed to having a militia that is terrorizing communities. He has a security company. They call it militia, a terrorist base whereby people go and cause havoc. It is not the Nigerian police, Nigerian army. He has his own terrorist base. These are the people that northern politicians have relationship with. Also, Shetima, mind you, Shetima has also taken pictures with Mamutuku and Shegui. So when I tell you that northern politicians, they won't tell me that they want security to end. Lie. Especially those that are in the camp of the APC. That are saying, Tinubu, Shebi, your NSA said that they are our brothers. Till then, they hear your NSA talk. You know, say, in political future, get as it be. He might be aligning with his own northern brothers to sabotage Tinubu. I know Tinubu and Co, they are aware of how the North can sabotage his government. How the North can, from within, stop him from restructuring Nigeria. I hope he is aware. I've said this many times that if Tinubu and the APC do not try their best to make sure that every ethnicity, every nationality have power they can use for themselves, not power invested in the hand of Fulani. Fulani will not be deciding their future. Somebody in Delta State, one Fulani person with their own oil well belonging to Delta State, is because power is not closer to the people. Power is not in the communities. Power is not in local government. Power is in the hands of Fulani. Power is in the hands of the people at the center. And the Fulani is the one controlling people at the center. So my own instruction is that power, make sure that you share it and carry it to give to every community. You structure that power and make sure people have something to use to better their lives, not collecting crumbs, allocation. You create a system by the British whereby they can use the system, a system that is destroying us. Governors go lose money, subsidy money. They say they increase allocation to state. Where the money? Where's the money equivalent of what the governors are using to build their states? If you go to any government house, you now tell them, say, please, we need the records of what you have used that money to do, the allocation you have gotten, and how you spent it. If you leave that government house alive, just that you know person, they will warn you. You are come to ask us questions. There is no, one thing about Tinubu's government: no credibility, no transparency, no accountability, no responsibility. That's why I say Tinubu cannot give you good governance. If you are thinking you can give good governance, well, you just want to deceive yourself. That's the reality. So then, if most northern politicians have links with terrorist sponsors, that means the North. Terrorism cannot stop in Nigeria. I don't know how many times I will repeat this thing. Don't think terrorism it cannot stop in Nigeria. Then Southern Nigeria must not allow these northern politicians close to power. Block them from hijacking power. Let the South form a formidable front. You see, as I'm sweating, and I'm saying this thing. I'm not playing. I'm sweating. I'm not sweating because this is a serious thing. Politicians decide our future. In the Southeast, politicians at the federal level decide if we get 2-lane railway. We have a single lane, a single gauge. Go to other state, they have two lane, one for going, one for coming. But in the Southeast, we have single one that is going. Just single one. That's what they're saying. See, our political future, we must secure it because it is the person that is at the center that decides majorly whether they are safe or whether will be destroyed. May God help Nigerians.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o, kí Elédùmarè kó bá wa gba Nàìjíríà kó lọ́wọ́ àwọn Fúlàní tí ń pa wá. Ẹ̀yin yẹn wá ohun tí mo mú wá fún wa náà lélẹ́yìí báyìí. Mo lérò pé gbogbo apálá lájọ fetí gbọ́ ohun tí wọ́n sọ. Ṣé ẹ ti rí àníṣe gbogbo àwọn Northern tó wà nínú òṣèlú pátápátá gbogbo pátá lọ́wọ́ nù bí àwọn bandit ti ń pa wá bí wọ́n jẹ́ ń jí wa gbé. Ìgbésẹ̀ tó dá sí ni bàbá wa Tinubu ń gbé lórí wọn. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká kàánú wọn. Àníṣe àwọn pípù ìka èèyàn ni wọ́n, ọ̀bàyéjẹ́ ni wọ́n, ẹni àìjíkí ẹni àjí kí àbí wọ́n pè wọ́n ẹni àjírò ni wọ́n ìkà tẹ́ ti gbọ́. Ẹ ṣé gan ni mo kí gbogbo ẹni tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ètò. Ojú tẹ̀ fi ń wojú náà ní fọ́, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni etí tẹ̀ fi ń gbọ́ wa etí náà ò ní di. Ọwọ́ tẹ̀ bá wa pín ètò yìí tó fi lọ dáadáa ẹni fi ọwọ́ náà ẹni fi gbọ́mọ sí. Àwa láàmú wá bẹ́ẹ̀ náà sì ni ẹ̀yin náà láàmú dé bá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.